was always going to.
Evening, everyone.
Monday, obviously we got a weekend now.
Evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to the post-match virtual press conference. Scarlets versus Emirates Lions. I've got head coach Evan van Weren and Emirates Lions captain Birgit Oudendal. Guys, we've also got international media here with us live in the press room. So what I'll do, I'll start with two questions with our South African media, and then I'll ask two questions from our international guys. So ready to go.
Even after last week's start, maybe you and Berger can each give us an answer or a reason, if possible. That must probably be 80 of the worst minutes we've seen this year.
Hello, Jan. Yeah, obviously not great from our side in terms of consistent pressure and consistency in what we wanted to achieve. I felt we weren't effective enough in the opponent 22, and we weren't patient enough in our kicking game. And Scarlets managed to convert that into pressure on us.
Berger, 5 penalty opportunities, sitters for your kickers on the field, and you chose not to take it. That could have brought the score very close, and at a stage could have given you the lead.
Yeah, it's always tough. But when you're chasing the game, we try to get 7 points instead of just 3. Yeah, we'll have to look at that, and maybe in the future rather take the points that we can get with the boot instead of trying to get a line out.
Guys, I'm going to jump now to our Welsh journals.
Berger, what did you make of the pace of the game? Because Scarlets tries are mostly sort of scored out wide, and maybe your main threats seem to be up front for most of the game. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think they caught us off guard. I think we were really slow to set, and yeah, that gave them the front foot. So that's definitely something we can learn out of this game. I think we had almost the same thing against the British and Irish Lions, and I think they maybe took some notes from that game. But yeah, definitely not good enough. We can't expect to compete at this sort of level if we bring out a performance like that.
Ivan, what do you expect in the way of improvements? What do you think you need to work on in the next few weeks in this the leg of the tour, if you like?
Yeah, I think we were slow in the majority of the things. I think the Scarlets were sharper. They got momentum on us. I think we sat too long in the line. We didn't come off the line well enough, and then our line out was inconsistent, so we couldn't really build any pressure from line out. And then with the yellow card and us turning our backs for half a second, I think they were brave, and it worked well for them. I felt just before that, if we managed to get some points there, it could have been close, and I think that moment took the game away from us.
South Africa?
Yeah, sorry, I do need to follow up. Even I understand that you say, and obviously to follow on from our Welsh colleague, the difference in tempo between the two teams are vast. But obviously the basic skills, I mean, as much as you think there were moments, I mean, overthrow lineouts, holding onto the ball, this is just basic skills which at this level should not be acceptable for professionals. Berger, maybe you want to speak. I mean, you are on the field. You know, the number of mistakes, basic skills mistakes that were made.
Yeah, I mean, we really proud ourselves on our set piece, and tonight it wasn't good enough. I think that's why when we went to the corner, we also didn't get the reward for that. So yeah, it's definitely something that we'll have to fix, and yeah, as soon as possible, get the fix for that.
Any more questions, guys?
Even any injuries? Anybody that might not be available?
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like Ron Dreyer might have a upper arm injury, and Jordan came off with the ankle. The ankle doesn't look too great, to be honest. So we will have to wait about 48 hours to get a good scan and make a call from there on.
And it's a problem on a tour like this because you can't just fly guys in.
Yeah, it is a challenge. I think the soonest we could manage to get someone ready is game 4 against Ulster. Probably got to fly somewhere, isolate for 10 days, and then join us. So if we need to jump, we'll probably have to do it quickly just to get someone available for 2 games from now.
Happy, guys?
Can I quickly ask?
Sure, Marzon.
Thank you. You guys did seem more dangerous when you kept the ball in hand in the second half, after moving away from the kicking game. So does that change how you approach the next game, maybe in terms of game plan, or were you not going to use the same plan anyway?
Hello, Marizon. I think when we were patient in our kicking game, if you can call it that, we managed to put a lot of pressure on them as well. And then when we made individual errors, we spend a lot of time in our halves. When we do get hold of the ball and we look after it, I agree. There were patches where we got direct and where we looked a lot more dangerous. And then again, like we said, 1 or 2 moments in the 22 where we felt at that time of the game, if we can hold them to the ball, we can swing the momentum our way. So on just a short answer there is, but you have to look after the ball first to build pressure on attack, and if you kick, you got to kick on long term. So it's definitely 2 areas we need to improve on.
Yes, next weekend is Glasgow Warriors who plays the Sharks tomorrow evening. Obviously, we will watch the game. Any plans, or what you may call it, to change your playing style for them?
Cole, like I said, tomorrow will show us. Will give us final confirmation. Also, depending on weather, it was a beautiful sunshine day today up to warm up. It was actually quite greasy and wet on the field, so that'll play a role. But just to answer, like everyone said, is we know they want to play a nice attacking brand of rugby. So there's 1 or 2 things we need to sort out there defensively and the speed we're moving at before we want to set. And vice versa. If we can manage to string our attack together, I think we can also apply a lot of pressure onto them.
Last question, please, guys. Anything from you?
Yeah, Ivan, if I could just ask you how much. I mean, obviously, rugby is a home and away big advantage anyway, but is it going to be even more during this tournament? And how do you assess the possibility of you having to play some of your home games in Italy if the health situation doesn't improve?
Yeah, I think the beauty about the competition is home and away. So I think the more you play away, obviously the tougher it is. Saying that, I think we had about 4 individuals that has played in Europe before tonight. So playing here in the circumstances it's tough, but it's great for us. It's great for our development. I think it's Saturday afternoon 3 in January or February in Joburg would be great for us as well. So we know the first 7 games is away. Hopefully after that we can get some home games.
Do you think that's likely, or do you think you might have to play in Italy some of your home games?
I know our next 2 games is probably going to be in Italy. So that's not going to be at home, but hopefully after Lens to the 7th of Jan, hopefully that changes, then we can get the guys back in Joburg.
Billy, what's the players' perspective on all that, on the travelling and?
Yeah, well,
these
we're not too
conditions?
focused on that at the moment. But yeah, like Coach said, when we get a couple of home games, we hope to get fans in the stands in SA as well. I think it's been a good experience for us just to have fans at the stadiums again.
Thanks very much, guys. We have to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us, and have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
That's fine. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.